Excuse me, hang on a second.
Hi, my name is Maria, and I'm here to talk to you guys about rap music. Okay, so how many of you have ever listened to a radio station or your iPod and rap music was playing? Okay, me too. Rap music is one of the most popular genres of music and industries out there today. However, some of the songs that rappers spread through the airwaves have very vulgar and negative lyrics that many may find offensive, and the terminology that rappers use today can shape the attitudes of listeners in a negative way. My main claim is that the often derogatory lyrics found in rap music have demeaning effects on the people that rappers discuss in their lyrics. My three supporting claims are: 1, that some lyrics show the sexism of rappers and their negative perception of women; 2, the language found in rap music proves the racism of some rappers; and 3, that the vulgarity of some lyrics have negative effects on adolescents. My first claim is that some lyrics show the sexism of rappers and their negative perception of women. In many rap songs, rappers often refer to women, and excuse my language, as bitches and hoes. We have all heard lyrics in many songs which, instead of referring to a woman as a woman or a female, they are referred to as bitches and hoes. According to a statistic from the American Communication Journal, the cumulative frequency of use of the word bitch 4 or more times in a song by a male rapper is 90 out of 100. And the cumulative frequency of the word hoe used 4 or more times in a song by male rappers is also 90 out of 100. Women are often spoken of as property in some lyrics, especially when rappers refer to their partners or spouse as my bitch. It shows that instead of speaking of their woman as an equal, they are speaking of them as below them because she is his. Women are also often spoken of as only a means of sexual pleasure. According to an article from Elizabeth Turner of the American Communication Journal, journalists Adam and Fuller make the argument that rap music demeans black women by objectifying them because they are only a use of as sexual objects or objects of abuse. In the end, they pose that black women are disposable and no use to black men. For example, Ludacris, in his popular song Moneymaker, encourages women to prostitute themselves by shaking your moneymaker like you're shaking it for some paper. My second claim is that language found in rap music proves the racism of some rappers. Rappers use offensive terms to refer to certain races or cultural groups, even their own race. For example, the use of the N-word is widely seen in lyrics of rappers and has become somewhat acceptable to use in the world of rap. Rappers also express violent lyrics towards certain races or ethnic/social groups. For example, the rapper Eminem has been criticized for his racism against African Americans, expressed in one of his songs called Foolish Pride, and he's also been criticized for his homophobia. My third claim is that the vulgarity of some lyrics have negative effects on adolescents. According to journalist Joshua Smith, what a person listens to can have a dramatic impact on the emotions and actions of that person. Young men may perceive women in a negative way after hearing rappers refer to them as bitches and hoes. According to a study conducted at Westchester University, exposure to rap music increased male stereotyping on sex roles inventories and increased their negative attitude toward women. Another negative aspect is that some lyrics, but not all, promote gang violence. According to Smith, many of today's popular rap artists, such as Snoop Dogg, who is a Crip, The Game, who is the Blood, and Lil Scrappy, who is also a Blood, promote their life of crime through their music. For example, in a 2002 release by Tupac Shakur entitled Ghetto Star, displays the aspects of gang violence. And also some lyrics glamorize racist terms and in a sense make them acceptable to repeat. For example, the N-word is now widely used when people are talking to their friends or their peers because they hear it in music and they think it's acceptable. That is an acceptable term to use when referring to their friends. In conclusion, I hope that I have been able to prove to you that often derogatory lyrics found in rap music have demeaning effects on the people that rappers discuss in their lyrics, because the lyrics show the sexism of rappers, their racism, and the vulgarity of some of the lyrics have negative effects on us. What happened?
All right, Maria, you clearly state the main proposition. There's good signposting of the secondary claims, both in a preview and during the presentation of the speech, so the organizational stuff is all good. The supporting evidence is pretty good. I think that you've got some interesting research that you're citing on the frequency of the use of certain terminology. What we need is something that connects that usage to the acceptability level a little bit more effectively. Sometimes that just comes across as being a conclusionary statement. I can see why you would make the inference, but I'm not sure it's as strong an inference as either the researchers that you're citing believe it is, or that you seem to be believing it is. That's both with the bitches and hoes and the N-word utilization, for instance. So I think that there's a good basic argument there, but there needs to be, I think, a little bit more connectivity between the evidence and the conclusion there. I thought you did a good job citing the sources for the things that you presented. You had a couple of good examples to illustrate your point so that people could connect to it. The one statistic that you had about the utilization of the word, I'm not sure how typical that is of whether it is typical in the use of songs where those words are used, or whether it is representative of a statistic of rap music as a whole. And so I think that that's maybe one place that you need a little bit more information. The presentation seemed to be a little bit rushed, and I think that that's problematic also, although I thought that your ideas were clearly expressed. Excuse me. And it's really kind of the third point where you're citing all of these harms are occurring, and again, causality on this is, you get good stuff that points in that direction, raises lots of suspicion. I just, I can't say that there's a smoking gun, though, in the argument, except in some of them there's a smoking gun in the lyrics, but that's a different issue.